Hey guys, haven't been told many times that I've created a safe environment for women to feel safe with me as a man. It has been huge over the thousands of sessions I've done with people. That's one of the most common things that I've experienced is a lot of women feeling really safe with me, and with men earning their trust has been a real common theme in the work that I do with people. Now, why is it that I've done this post around masculinity? Now, there's a real question mark about how to be a man these days, like what it is to be a man. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip for both men and women. I think the masculinity, the energy of masculinity is force, so it's movement. So masculinity is in both forms of males and females, so it's not just in men, it's in females as well. And it's the movement energy of life, so it's the stepping forward and taking action and following through. That's all masculinity is designed to do. So to be a man, in my opinion, and masculinity in that regard, I look at this and see, well, how respectful are you of the opposite sex? How do you treat them? How do you approach women? And how integral are you as a man? Do you follow your word? What do you do? How do you approach life? And how do you treat the opposite sex? That's what really shows the true form of masculinity, in my opinion. One of the things I saw, someone posted something and I saw people having an argument and going personal and putting people down. And that's not masculinity. One of the things around pure masculinity is sharing the truth. And sharing the truth to actually get someone to have a look at themselves and be real with what's going on in their world. And then the masculinity of changing that, and that's in both males and females, as I said. So a true man is a gentleman. And what I mean by that is they're gentle, they're emotional, they're transparent, they're vulnerable, they're naturally able to support women and support themselves. And that's what true masculinity is all about. So one of the things that I believe that we need to learn to understand is that, being a man in this day and age is very different to being a man in the 40s, 50s and 60s. So a lot of men are lost in how to be masculine, and they think they need to be something else. And so the ultimate thing that you're here to be is be yourself. And that is a connection to masculinity and femininity combined. So I'm a naturally feminine man in lots of ways. I'm really proud of the fact that I'm really in touch with how I feel. I'm really vulnerable, really open. I don't throw that at people. I just am the way I am. And that's what pure masculinity is all about. It's a blend of your ability to connect with who you are, connect with your femininity inside, and don't actually look at one or the other as more important over the top. As a soul, our soul is actually equal proportions male and female. How we incarnate is how we incarnate. I'm a man in this world, and I'm very comfortable with a well-rounded approach to being a man. So I think, whatever your version of masculinity is, or what you believe as a woman masculinity is meant to be, question it. Open the door to what do you think it is? What do you want men to be for you, so you can actually understand. And then as a woman, build your masculinity up, create your movement, and do all the things that are part of the masculine form. And it doesn't mean that you're more of a man by doing that. I think this is really important. I just don't know where people are sitting anymore these days. People don't know where to sit in their comfortable around themselves. So there's another aspect that I did live around this, which is belonging. Now, belonging is an aspect of actually owning your inner self, which is owning your qualities of masculinity and femininity, and not being worried about being more of one or the other, and being comfortable with yourself. And that's the ultimate goal that we're here to become, is more comfortable with ourselves and have a sense of belonging and connection to who we are. And that involves us being more true, and that is an unraveling process. It takes time. So hopefully this helps, guys, and it gives you a sense of understanding masculinity maybe from another viewpoint. See ya.